小爱同学，我现在手里拿的是什么？
你手里拿的是 OPPO Find N5 手机，它于2025年2月20日发布，2月26日10点。
我现在手里拿的是什么？
不太理解你的意思，可以详细解释一下。
Xiaomi AI glasses cannot recognize its own flagship, but it can recognize Oppo's Find N5. Are you a spy sent by Oppo or something? During Xiaomi's recent YE7 Human Car Home 4 ecosystem event, Xiaomi says these AI glasses are the next generation personal smart device and your portable AI gateway. Sounds pretty serious, and it seems Xiaomi consider this their future, not their phones. Though he only spent a few minutes on such an important product, probably because he couldn't wait to promote his car. Anyways, I've been using Xiaomi's AI glasses for the past few days. In this video, I'll walk you through everything about these glasses, what they can do, what's special about them, and we'll also compare them with the Ray-Ban from Meta, currently probably the hottest AI glasses out there, to see what's good and bad. By the way, if you already have the Ray-Ban glasses and are looking for a useful accessory, I definitely recommend the mini power banks from Transnovo. Each one has 300 mAh, gives you extra hours of battery life, and super light, so you can just hand it on your Ray-Ban without breaking the experience. Like when you're recording a meeting or watching a movie. I know the Ray-Ban comes with a charging case, but this is great for emergencies or when it's inconvenient to take off the glasses to recharge. Anyway, back to the Xiaomi AI glasses. So first things first, Xiaomi AI glasses only support Chinese at the moment. I mean, the app is in Chinese, and there's nowhere to switch the language for the assistant. When you use Xiaomi's voice assistant, it can only reply in Chinese. That said, it does support simultaneous translation between main languages. I'll talk about that in a moment. But anyway, what on earth can this thing actually do? Well, first, as you might have guessed, it lets you take pictures, videos, and record audio. There's a button on the right temple, short press to take a photo, press and hold to start recording video. Almost the same route as the last night's footage. While recording, a front-facing privacy indicator on the right lights up and breathes. And there's also an indicator on the inner right frame that lights up but is only visible to you. If you try to block the front AD while recording, it's impossible. It will detect that the light is obstructed and give you a warning. What are you thinking, trying to record illegally? Forget it, mate. But if you're recording just a voice, one way is tap the touch area with 2 fingers. Now it says start recording. Then only the inner indicator lights up and the outer one stays off. I think that's a smart design, so in certain situations, you can record audio discreetly. Second, as I mentioned, it supports real-time translation between main languages, like Chinese, English, French, Italian, German, Portuguese, etc. Based on what I've seen from Chinese to English, the 2 languages I know, it's actually pretty decent. Third, it can recognize and log the calories in your food. Just say, record the calories of the dish, and it will analyze the image and save the info.
好的，焦糖饼干60克的热量约为234大卡，帮你记到眼镜 app 里啦。
Later, you can check your total calories in the app. I've tested it. Honestly, it's not very accurate. Sometimes it identifies the wrong objects.
已记录200克稀奶油约1000千卡。
It has nothing to do with what he just said. It's making up stuff. And if there's no text on the food packaging, it cannot recognize it at all. I really don't understand why Xiaomi highlights this feature so much. It's not like if I find out this snack is high in calories, I'll throw it away, right? I'm going to eat it anyway. These are the main features, and of course, you can use it to listen to music. It works like open-ear headphones.
We are heroes tonight. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky.
And here's a comparison with the one from Ray-Ban.
We are heroes tonight. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Personally, I prefer the Ray-Ban. It sounds more balanced and fuller with a punchier bass. Like all open-ear headphones, sound leakage is a thing. But as long as you don't turn the volume up too high and people aren't too close, it's fine. Plus, For outdoor use, open-ear listening is a lot safer, right? Now about picture and video quality. Both use the exact same 1/3.34-inch Sony IMX681 sensor, but one is installed horizontally, the other vertically. So there's not much difference. I'll show you a side-by-side comparison. Of course, any flagship main camera will outperform them. You can think of the image quality as being similar to your iPhone 16 Pro's telephoto lens. I found like in the settings there's no option to adjust the resolution, so which is kind of a bummer. I'm not sure if like for the Ray-Ban you can do that. During my comparison of the two, I found that even the sound tip, okay, the tone prompt, this they're almost the same, ladies and gentlemen. The issue with Xiaomi is that in low light conditions, the stabilization often jitters. Only when lighting is sufficient does it perform well. Overall, still not as good as it made us. Now, for such compact glasses, the most important part is the AI. Ray-Ban has very limited AI support for Chinese, so I can't really evaluate that. But with Xiaomi, I can. You can ask questions like, where am I? Or what am I holding? Or read anything that comes to mind. Just talk to Xiaomi, Xiaomi's voice assistant. I found it surprisingly useful and interesting. It gives pretty detailed responses. Even in noisy environments, it can still recognize your voice. But for people with social anxiety, honestly, it must be easier to just take a picture with your phone. One other thing though, you can have continuous conversations with the Xiaomi without the needing to wake it up every time. That said, it still gets things wrong fairly often. So yeah, there's still a long way to go. As for wearing comfort, there's only one size. However, the temples can flex outward 12 degrees, and the fit is generally comfortable, but it does feel a bit loose, like it could fall off at any time. Ray-Ban feels much more secure. Also, Xiaomi's case is just a storage box, while Ray-Ban's is a charging case. So, battery life? Xiaomi is slightly better based on my testing. For continuous video recording, Xiaomi goes for about 45 minutes. It may last around 35 minutes, but Ray-Ban's recharging experience is much more convenient, especially when paired with the Transnovo mini power banks. So, what's my conclusion? At least for now, there's no tech product that can replace the role smartphones play in our daily lives. Previous AI gadgets are mostly still within small geek communities, but smart glasses feel different. They're much more convenient, truly hands-free. You can talk to them anytime, anywhere, without needing to pull out your phone. And for people with visual impairments, this thing is genuinely helpful. So overall, I think this might be the next generation of personal smart devices, but it still needs more work from major tech companies to really get there. When you support products like this, leave your comment below. Thanks for watching, and Sammy will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.